Woto woto. Police, army sent to judgment as BRF took the gospel to two different towns in the old Anambra state. Hear the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome once again to Biafra Unite channel / television this very moment. Today's date is 10th of July 2025, and I have a very important information for every one of you listening to my voice right now from wherever you are all over the world. Biafrans and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very news, because it's very, very important. I can assure you, my people. BRF has taken the gospel to two different towns in old Anambra state, as many officers of the Zoo, Janjaweed Police and Terrorist Army have all been sent to judgment, happening in old Anambra state. Now, I will be giving you this news in details. Remember that yesterday, being the 9th of July 2025, I told you what happened in Ekulobia. I gave you that one with series of videos which I compiled together as an evidence. So, in one of the videos, somebody who was watching from afar, assumed it was, Orionoako bank robbery. But it was never anything like that. So, I will be giving you this information based on what I know, and also reading from two different zoo platforms, so that we will all understand what actually happened and how it happened. We are going to read in two different Zoo media platforms and see their own way of reportage concerning this very latest development, because it is very, very important that I do this to clear some doubts. You understand? So, without further ado, let us first of all read from Daily Post Nigeria, and that title says, 3 unalive as gunmen attack two towns in Anambra, repelled from burning police station. Repelled from burning police station. Let us read further and understand what they mean. At least 3 persons are feared unalive in a midday attack on two towns in Anambra State by Daredevil gunmen who operated in a Ekulobia community in Agwata and Oko community in Orumba North local government area of the state. Reports showed that while 2 members of the public were unalive during the attack in Ekulobia, police unalive 1 of the gunmen. You see, that is why we call them Zoo media. Although I don't blame them, because they write what they are being told to write. Unlike us, Ndi broadcast, we don't say what anybody asks us to say. We say the truth the way it is, not based on what we are being told to say. Nobody can tell me to say anything. I say it the way it is, the way it happened, and it must come with truth and every honesty. You understand? So, the Zoo media has said that 2 members of the public were unalived, and police said they unalive 1 of the so-called gunmen. They are not telling you how many Zoo, terrorists in uniform were sent to judgment that same yesterday. They are not telling you. In Oko, the men were said to have been stoutly resisted by police operatives in a police station they attempted to set ablaze. Videos trending online show the attack at the popular Ekulobia flyover as they shot sporadically, causing residents to flee for safety. Different videos showed moments when the gunmen were atop the newly constructed Ekulobia flyover bridge, and when they were under it, prancing around without challenge and shooting in all directions. While 1 man was pictured in one of the videos lying lifeless in his tricycle, another was seen in a separate video lying lifeless in what seemed to be his business premises, a shop. Meanwhile, police authorities in Anambra State have confirmed the attack. They didn't say have confirmed the armed robbery attack or bank robbery attack. Now, confirmed the attack stating that one of the gunmen was also felled during the attack by its operatives. You see, was also, I want you to write it down, was also felled. You get something where they don't want to tell you because they don't want to be ashamed in the public. Mad people. Are you your help? We'll help you people to tell your story. Now, in a statement issued by the command spokesperson, SP Tochukwu Ikenga, the police said it also recovered an AK-47 rifle, a pump-action shotgun, and 4 vehicles used by the assailants during the operation. It's all lies. Now, let us ask simple question. They said they recovered AK-47 and, of course, a pump-action. So, they equally said that they gunned down or neutralized one of the gunmen. Yet they recovered 2, arms, 1 AK and 1 pump. So the question is very simple. Is it the same one person that carried the 2 arms as you claimed? Or the other person who carried one of the arms, did he drop it and run away? You see, this is a very simple question, but I'm sure they will never answer it. And then you say you recovered 4 vehicles. So did they abandon all the first of all, why should they go with 4 vehicles? Why should they go on entourage? Are they the criminal politicians? Why must they go on entourage? With 4 vehicles, mad people everywhere. And then they abandoned all the vehicles and ran with their legs, yet you did not catch any of them, but you engaged them. You engaged them. They abandoned their vehicles and ran, and you engaging them, yet you could not catch them. Who are you lying to? My people, I have the video. There were actually 3 vehicles, 3, not 4 actually. There were 3 vehicles that were abandoned by the owners when the confrontation began early that morning yesterday. 3 vehicles abandoned on the road, on the spot at the center of main road, along that Ekulobia Oko road, right? They were abandoned there. 3 of them are jeeps. Now, these people telling you that they recovered, they did not recover anything. Nothing. So when they reinforced and came to that place where those people abandoned their vehicles and, ran for safety, they towed those vehicles and took them to police station in Ekulobia. And those vehicles will be taken back by the owners the moment they indicate that they are the real owners of the vehicles. It has nothing to do with the BRF, nothing. There's absolutely nothing like that. I want to send this message to all those terrorists in police uniform, that those vehicles are owned by innocent citizens, unsuspecting citizens who did not even know what was about to happen, and they abandoned their vehicle, which is the normal thing to do. They abandoned the vehicles and ran for their safety. You understand? It has nothing to do with whoever you call government. Now, let us continue. He said the team also demobilized one of the armed criminals, recovered 1 AK-47 rifle, 1 automatic pump action gun, and 4 vehicles at the scene, as the operatives sustained the onslaught operations in the area. Now lie. The vehicles recovered include 1 red Toyota Camry vehicle with registration number ENU 58SC, custom color GLK Mercedes-Benz without a registration number, golden color Lexus 330 with registration number blah 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 blah, and 1 ash Toyota Highlander with registration number GDD 517 RW. Okay now. Bikono ndị nwe ụgbọ akpọgokwala m na afa ya and plate numbers on a screen. Gaa claim na Ekulobia police station, Ekulobia divisional police headquarters. There. Go there and claim your right. The government also burned a brown Toyota Sienna vehicle allegedly belonging to the Anambra State Vigilante Group. Okay, you see? Now, they also said that the government burned a brown Toyota Sienna. Now, they said allegedly. Look at it. They don't want that shame. Allegedly. How could you say allegedly? Because this is something that happened in the broad daylight. So how could you say allegedly? Allegedly. And then, if you claim to have whether repelled the attack or stood your ground against the onslaught, or maybe gunned down one of the assailants, recovered arms and all that. So if they have the time to set ablaze a vehicle, as they claim, one, but we know there were lots of vehicles set ablaze, including Hilux vehicles. Now, if they have the time to set one vehicle ablaze, belonging to the AVG, so when and where did you recover the arms? Is it not very clear? It's very clear. When did you recover the arms? When they have the time to even set your vehicle ablaze. No be juju be that. Now, meanwhile, the bodies of the deceased have been recovered and deposited in the morgue. Shame. Shame. Of course, I already told you what they did to our people after they were actually humiliated by the men of BRF yesterday. They went on a shooting spree, shooting sporadically, and of course, unaliving innocent people in that very axis. Now, Oko Divisional Police Headquarters also witnessed an attack, but the gallant officers on duty repelled the assault by the armed criminals. No casualties were recorded as the aggressive pursuit by the joint security team of the assailant continues in the area. Does they play? Ikenga said the police commissioner in the state, CP Ikioye Olutugu, has urged residents of the area to be calm, while operatives of the command have gone after the hoodlums. Nobody should pay attention to them. Be very, very vigilant. Don't pay any attention to the zoo terrorist police. Be very, very vigilant around Oko and the Kulobia. These people are going about kidnapping innocent Biafrans. It is going on now as I'm speaking to you. It is going on now. If you are around Oko and the Kulobia, be very, very vigilant. Don't listen to what they tell you to be calm and they are on top of the game. There is nothing like that. The on top of the game is them going about kidnapping innocent Biafrans around the Kulobia and the Oko. And they must understand that all these, their criminal activities, including the kidnap of innocent Biafrans, can never stop those who have taken it upon themselves to chase them away from Biafra land. And this thing they are doing will continue to fuel the inferno. Remember that Daily Post told you that they witnessed 3 persons, right? Now let us see what another Zoo media platform is saying. And this is Punch News Nigeria, and their title says, gunmen unalive 4, they don't say 4, burn vehicles. You see, vehicles, not one, but many. Burn vehicles in Anambra communities. Let us read in details. Panic gripped residents of Ekulobia and Oko communities in Agwata local government area of Anambra State on Wednesday after armed hoodlums invaded the area, unaliving at least 4 people and setting vehicles ablaze. Unaliving 4 people. They are not telling you that police and army, in fact, joint task force of the Nigerian armed forces, shot at innocent people after they were overpowered by the men of BRF. They are not telling you this. This they can never tell you. Now, they continued. The attack, which began around 8 a.m., saw the gunmen shoot indiscriminately while mounting positions on a newly constructed bridge connecting the 2 neighboring towns. Eyewitnesses said the attackers ambushed a joint patrol team. You see, now there's make use of this place. They said eyewitnesses said the attackers ambushed. Let us highlight it only. Ambushed. So my people, the question is this: how can a well-armed group of young men ambush a joint patrol team? On ambush, and they are not telling you how many that were sent to judgment? Ask yourself that simple question. How can a young, vibrant, armed group of men ambush a joint patrol team? Ambush. And no, they are not telling you we'll also. No, they can't tell you that because they are ashamed. They don't want to bear that shame. It's too much on them. The shame is too much on them, so they can't continue. Now, eyewitnesses said the attackers ambushed a joint patrol team comprising police, soldiers, and local vigilantes, leading to chaos as residents and commuters fled for safety. One of the eyewitnesses who spoke on the condition of anonymity said the heavily armed hoodlums in their large number entered the community at about 8 a.m. today, Wednesday, and mounted on the newly built bridge at the center of the town from where they first launched the attacks on the joint security patrol team of the police and the army, as well as members of the state Agune Chamber security. You see, this is exactly what I told you. Exactly. So because I don't have much time, I don't want to read further and I don't want to talk too much on this. My people, I heard that one madman was ranting yesterday night. One madman, one Kringo, non-America, was ranting yesterday. I'm going to address him this evening on my live broadcast. He was ranting. I want people to go and ask him, why are you ranting? Why are you angered? Why are you paranoid? We are going to address it this evening. I want everybody to follow and pay attention. Thank you, my people. To salo no mozia and make it go viral.